Okay, we're up in here in Williamsville, and the customer wants to do some siding. So we're going to give them three options. They got a wood shake shingle. I believe we can get the same profile with the thin to thick, the thin to thick. I'll have to confirm. So we'll give them the options on it. So what we're going to do is we've got to hold off on what we're doing around here, because we're going to want to tear that apart around the door where the white trim is. We don't want to tear that apart and see what is actually supporting that, because there's supposedly like lead glass behind there. So we may go ahead and make something really fancy, like a fluted border around that door, which would really look sharp. They've got these beveled columns. So what we're going to do is we're going to give them the numbers for regular horizontal siding, and then we're going to option out to put in accenting the wood shake look just on the column here. It's like 3.5 feet at the bottom, flaring up on the two corners, and then there's just on the driveway side there's another small one. And then the third option will be for the wood shake on just the dormer up here. So I think doing that nice fluted decorative polyvinyl entrance there and getting that all dressed up with those two would be a real nice spark. And then we're looking at he's got these overhang supports that have got these knobs on them. We have no choice. The knobs have to be cut off, and then we're going to give an option for each one of those to trim those out with aluminum. Where the gable ends come down, those fluted edges, we can't have those anymore. Those are going to be squared off if he goes with the overhang trim. And we're looking at doing the soffits and fascias. We're also going to option them for gutter helmet. So there's going to be an option for this ribbon board that's going around the base, but we're definitely going to have, as part of the siding, is going to be our drip cap. So the drip cap is going to be, I'll have the footage on it, but that's going to be part of the siding price. And then the second price will be for the ribbon board there. All of the windows are going to have a drip cap no matter what. And then we're going to separate the trims from the windows. So the light's got that wire's kind of there, but he's got another post. I got to make sure I mark that in the center on that upper dormer. Okay, he has got a leak that's been coming in. When we're up here doing the siding, we're going to take and inspect the butt joints of the roofing and everything where that downspout delivers. But if we option it off for the wood shakes on these columns separated, so we got two on this side here, and then just part of the front there, and then that front dormer will be another option, and then we'll option it for all wood shake look. So we got the ribbon that goes around the house. The glass block windows are going to be trimmed out again, no matter what. We're going to put the drip caps on all of the windows. Okay, and then we're going to option out our thickness of insulation board. This is an old coal. This used to be for loading the coal in the basement. We're going to keep this here, just channel around it. We'll run our drip cap across it and leave that there. We'll have a block for the mailbox, the old mailbox. We're going to have to come up with a little bit of a crown look here. Those will get trimmed out. We're not going to do much with the ceiling. Actually, you know what? Then we're not going to do anything on the ceiling. That'll have to be completely separate. We can do that as we go. Everything else will be done here. We've got some window ledge that we want to take and remove and reinstall. That's going to go in here. We're going to get the brush, any of the brush up against the buildings. We're going to get trimmed back. We're going to have to obviously hold some back. The upper, or these lower downspouts are going to change to 3x4 commercial size. Okay, we got an old dormant bee's nest there that is no good. So we're going to have the siding up in the triangle here. The overhangs as an option. And the only thing we can do is just carry this flash down onto it. And then of course option the window trim, the glass block trim, and go from there. There's a bank of windows here and here. On the back he's got French doors. They have French doors here. So we can't trim those with aluminum. We won't be able to fit the aluminum trim in there, so those doors will not be part of the trim package. But we do have light block here, we got light block there. This is like a little bilk holder that delivers into the basement. This will all get, again, the ribbon will get trimmed, the door frame will have its option, the overhang gonna have its option, and so on. And then right around on the south side of the house, here's what we do have to do. We're gonna give him one separate price out right away. So this gutter's been an issue and it's creating this problem here. This is where your gutters are important. So we're gonna give him a number to take this overhang system or these gutters down, trim out this overhang, replace them about 10 feet of bad wood here, new gutters and helmet on this flat roof, and we're gonna helmet the upper gutter and deliver that downspout directly into that lower. And this will be a 3x4 spout here. And that's what we're gonna do there to arrest this from happening. That's gonna be going out at its immediate price. But you can see all of the supports that he's got coming up on this end that we gotta address. And then we've got some soffit underneath this cantilevered bay box window here. And that's it. It's a pretty big house. Overhangs, you got a good 24-inch overhang on the house all the way around. You're gonna have 30 on the eaves and 24 on the peaks. So, that'll work. This, where these green, where these green screens are, we're gonna give them the option to take those out and nail those down so we can trim that window out. That's a leaded glass inside of there, and they want to try to keep that look on the inside, and it does vent. So that's what we're doing.